Loughborough today. Carillon, who's the Carillon of this beautiful, gorgeous Carillon, the War Memorial Carillon in Loughborough, very kindly asked me to come and play for the Loughborough Carillon week. So I'm going to do my recital and we'll have a quick look around as well. So regular watchers of this channel will know that I normally play at the Edith Adamson Carillon in Newcastle, and that's a 25 bell Carillon. This one here is nearly twice as big. It's a 4-octave instrument. It's got 47 bells on it, and the bottom bell, the Borden, is 4.2 tons in weight. It's huge, but it's gorgeous as well. Alright, so the one thing about the Carillon here in Loughborough is it is also the War Memorial as well. So I'm just going to go around and I'm going to show you some of the memorial inscriptions that are here on the base of the Carillon. This is actually quite an interesting, very important inscription on the Carillon, because it not only tells you when it was opened on the 22nd, but here you can see the very, very well known Jeff Denine inaugurated it as well. So we've had a quick look round the base of the Loughborough Carillon. Let's have a look inside. And this is the bell chamber of the Loughborough Carillon. So as you can see, it is quite a big instrument. So I thought it'd be really interesting to go back and just take a closer look at the belfry with some still photographs that I did a few years ago, prior to when the Carillon was overhauled and refurbished. And as you can see, this is a belfry that packs a lot into it, and the way that the transmission is configured and the way that the bells are laid out is really, really clever. Now, what's also really interesting to note about the Loughborough Carillon is that the sound emanates from the louvers from the top, and it's actually in the pagoda that you see. Now, those louvers can be closed or they can be opened, and it's really quite interesting because those louver doors can all be opened all the way round the interior perimeter of the pagoda. So theoretically, this can have a little bit of an influence on the polarity and the direction of the sun. It's really, really interesting. And this is the playing chamber, complete with my music as well. Okay, now what's wonderful about the Loughborough instrument is that this also affords you an unusual rear view of the clavier. So you can actually see where all the pedals are here. Pedals out there at the bottom and return springs and all of these linkages that couple the pedals to the corresponding buttons that go up here. These are all the adjusters up in the belfry. That's the practice clavier now, and the memorial to William Eric Jordan, who was the first borough Carillon. Just also wanted to show you all this still view of the back of the clavier. I just wanted to show you some little intricate details because, as I mentioned before, this is a really cool instrument in that you can actually see the back of the clavier as well, and consequently you can see how the pedals are linked up to the corresponding buttons, and in turn how they're linked up to the transmission assembly upstairs. It's also important to note that the Loughborough Carillon, although it's a 4-octave Carillon, has a pedal compass of 1.5 octaves, not 2, 1.5 octaves. And as you can see from this still photograph, you very, very, very clearly see where the pedal links are and how they correspond to the button links. So I just wanted to show you this still photograph of the practice clavier, and obviously it's got the same compass as you would see on the live instrument, save for the fact that it's not connected to bells, and as you can see on the back you can actually see the tubular bells that actually make the sound. So obviously it's a very, very different sound to the live instrument, and it also feels different as well. It's a much lighter instrument to play, but it's invaluable for when you're practicing, and you're practicing pieces that you want to make sure that you've got right before you release them on the public. And finally, I just wanted to show you just one last final still image of the clavier, and again this is from the same set that I took a few years ago. So you can clearly see that this has got a 4-octave compass, and it's like I say, it's a wonderful instrument to play. It's got a very, very light action on the right hand side, and it's got a similar sort of action to my home tower in Newcastle with a 4.2 ton bass on the left hand side. Right, that's me recital done today. I am going to have yet another cup of tea. Many thanks for watching. Remember to subscribe.